This is a Momo. This is an American hero. That's my son, okay? Special Ops Intelligence, American Army, wartime hero. Still with the intelligence today. This is Gregg Valentino telling you, I'm going to get real fucking sticky in this. I may piss a few of you off. I may even lose a few fans. If you really feel that way about me after listening to what I got to say, then you weren't a real fan. You weren't a real supporter. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have my right to my opinion, just like I support you with your right to your opinion. Alright? I accept your opinion. I don't have to like it, but you have the right to have your opinion. I have the right to have mine. Sure, a lot of you are going to agree with me after watching this. Alright? But we're going to get a little sticky right now. So I'm warning you, if you're a snowflake and you're one of those kind of people a little bit too fucking, that you think everything is conspiracy and, or this country sucks and all that shit, then I think maybe you should go watch somebody else's video. Because I'm about to get fucking serious. I come from a family of veterans. Alright? My father was a wartime veteran. My son's a wartime veteran. My son's with the government, NSA intelligence. Alright? I can tell you this much. I understand that there's a lot of wrong with this country. Alright? And I'm standing right now. I'm not sitting down. See? I'm standing. Alright? Because I stand for our American flag. Because our American flag has nothing to do with these idiots are taking knees for. And what does police brutality against blacks have to do with our flag? The same flag that freed the slaves. That's right. I'm going to talk about that in a second. The same flag that freed the slaves. When the slaves saw the stars and stripes go up and the Confederate flag go down, they knew they were free. That's a fact. And I'll tell you another fact. My family, my children, are descendants of slaves. That's right. Because my ex is half black, half white. And her family was slaves. So, this is Gregg Valentino telling you, get in your toilets, because I'm coming at you right fucking now. Gregg Valentino, let's get busy. I stand for our flag. I stand for the American flag.
In a world full of expectations, where time is of great concern, humanity will search for answers, and one man will find the power.
Yo, who's the loser now?
You are.
Whoa! What's going on, guys? Alright, first of all, let me tell you something, okay? I'm going to make a statement right now, and there's nothing racist about any of what I'm going to say, but it's a fact. All this bullshit going on right now with the fucking taking knee and all that stuff, we all have our opinions about that, alright? I don't care what anybody else's opinion is. I care about what my opinion is. I'm going to tell you my opinion. And it may bother a few of you, and but I'm going to talk about race, and I'm going to talk about a bunch of different things that's like really important, because this is like out of control right now, okay? And we're at a time where it just seems like race relations and all that other shit is just a little bit, there's some tension here. So let me tell you, I'm going to make a statement and then I'm going to get into it. Here's my first statement. My first statement is black bodybuilders, Hispanic bodybuilders are genetically gifted more so than white bodybuilders, okay? It's a fact. I mean, look at the history of even bodybuilding, okay? How many white Mr. Olympias have there been? And, even the top guys, most of them are not white, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you a story in a second. You might find interesting, but I hope you find this whole video interesting. So don't go anywhere. If you feel like this is going to be something that's going to bother you, turn it off now. But I'm not going to get racist, because I don't consider myself a racist at all. I grew up with a black kid as my friend, and I never thought of him as like, that's my black friend. He was my friend. Never did we think of him as a black friend. I didn't even realize he was, of course I knew he was black, but it never dawned in my brain, that this kid could be, like, oh shit, he's a black, whatever. But anyway, Let me tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to get into this whole take a knee thing and all that stuff, and, I'm just going to tell it to you like it is, all right? First of all, when I used to own my gym in Peekskill Fitness Center, we used to run bodybuilding shows and everything, and there was a kid in there who came in there off the street, and he said, I want to train for a contest. He took his shirt off. Okay, you ever go to New York City in the summertime? You see these crackheads, they're laying on the fucking ground. Let's say they're a black guy or something like that. And you see he's got every little body part, abs, pecs, shoulders. They're small, but they got no body fat, but they have every little body part. You say, look at the muscularity on this guy. Holy shit! If he ever took some shit and started going to a gym, he'd be a monster. Well, something like that happened. Okay, I had this kid. His name was Alfonso. Okay, he came into my gym in the 80s. He said, I wanted to go for a bodybuilding show, all right? And the bodybuilding show was 3 months away. And this kid took off his shirt and he had every body part. Never lifted a weight in his life, was naturally very muscular. He was a little bit small, but he had every body part. Splits between the tricep, the bicep, the delts, the abs, you know the whole deal. You know what I'm talking about. And son of a bitch, the kid trained every day. We put him on a program. He trained every day. He ate really a lot of food. He actually dabbled with steroids a little bit. Okay? And you know what? He won an overall. 3 months later, he put on about 30 pounds, okay, in 3 months. That's 10 pounds a month of solid, pure muscle, and he won the overall of the show. Now, he was not humongous, but he had the body. It was incredible, okay? He actually looked a little bit like Tony Pearson from the 80s. If you guys don't know who that is, Google him, okay? Bodybuilder. He's sucking his stomach. His waist was this wide. He had that wicked V taper. And on stage, his lines, he beat guys that were training for years, okay? And he won the overall of the show. And guess what? He never came back to the gym after that, okay? That, my friend, is genetics, okay? I've watched guys like Flex Wheeler and all these guys who are obviously black body, and their genetics are so superior. I've watched some of these guys, they do legs. I see like a video of them doing legs and half reps, this, that, and I say, how the fuck do they grow? Genetics, all right? That's not a racist statement. I know there's some people, there's some of you people going to cry racism no matter what, all right? But in my opinion, Ronnie Coleman is very loved. Lee Haney, very loved. Big Ramy, he's fucking Muslim, very loved. To be honest with you, okay? I really don't see racism too much in bodybuilding. I don't see the fans showing favorites because the guy's white or whatever. I mean, Phil Heath, is a Momo, but he's got his supporters, Kai Green is one of the most loved bodybuilders. He's black, So I don't think that, I think that racism is something, I don't believe that when people say it's inherent in all white people. That's a racist fucking statement right there. Maybe you're the hater. Maybe you're the problem. See, because I respect your right to believe whatever you want to believe, but you must respect my right to be able to believe what I want to believe and say what I feel. Regardless of your opinion of Donald Trump, okay? It doesn't matter. This Colin Kaepernick stuff with taking a knee started when Obama was president. Now, I didn't like Obama, but I never disrespected him because he was my president. So I rooted for him, even though I would never, ever, ever vote for him. In my opinion, he's the worst president ever. That's my opinion now. You're entitled to your opinion. We're all entitled to our opinions, okay? Now, just like the NFL, those guys are all entitled to take a knee. If that's what you want to do, I don't think it's right, okay? Because you're an entertainer, essentially, and you have no right to push your political views on me, okay? But you have that right. You also have the right that I have the right to not like it, okay? But you must remember something. There's consequences. Some of them have lost contracts because they took a knee. I'm in a family of veterans. I'm the only Momo that's not a veteran in my family, okay? My son's got medals from the war. And my son is military, Army Intelligence Special Ops, okay? I said it back, Special Ops Intelligence, all right? Now my son's with the NSA, okay? He worked with the NSA even in the Army. My son is in the most elite part of the Army, okay? My son's got wartime medals. My father, same thing. My father was in the Korean War, all right? These guys are worried. Now, if you're somebody whose family fought in a war and that flag means something to you, and you own a company and you got some NFL guy that you're paying basically, and he's your guy, and he's taking a knee basically saying fuck the flag, then I don't blame some of these guys for losing their contract. I don't blame the companies for letting these guys lose the contract. That's what happens, bro. You know, you stand up for something, you got to be able to suffer the consequences, okay? That's it. Listen, I'm not going to get into whether they're right or wrong, okay? But this happened on Obama. This didn't happen. This is just now because Trump opened his mouth. Trump says things. Sometimes he has a way of saying things that kind of gets the bees buzzing. That's his way, all right? I'm not going to get into my political views because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like Donald Trump. But all that bullshit about him being with the KKK is even almost more comical. Especially considering his daughter, Ivanka, is an Orthodox Jew. Okay? And you know what? The KKK hates Jews more than they hate anybody. I doubt that Donald Trump would like to friggin' see his daughter exterminated. Alright? His daughter's an Orthodox Jew. Keeps a kosher house. The Jews been persecuted for 4,000 years. Alright? They're hated more than anybody to this day. Look at Israel. The crown jewel in the Middle East. Alright? Any Middle East country would love to wipe them off the map. You people are delusional. Some of you people are delusional, man. KKK. Give me a break with that shit. You know, there's a reason why most people from other countries want to come here. Because most countries, there's a huge amount of poverty. And human rights don't exist like they do here. Okay? So don't give me this bullshit about this country being so bad. Yeah, we got problems. Everybody's got problems. Every country's got problems. But I tell you what, if you don't like it, you can go and let somebody else take your spot here. Because there's a lot of people who trade places with you Americans in a moment. Okay? Our flag has been through a lot of wars, man. A lot of fighting. Okay? All around the whole world. Our flag has helped to liberate plenty of other countries, and a lot of people have freedom because of it. But what does matter is right now, this whole race thing is out of control. Now, let me tell you something about the American flag, okay? When the slaves were fucking on the plantations, and they saw all of a sudden the Confederate flag was taken down, you know what they saw as freedom? The American flag, that's right. When the stars and stripes went up, they knew that they were being liberated, okay? Because the North was the stars and stripes. The Confederate flag is the one down south. That's the ones on the plantation. They flew the Confederate flag. So you fucking idiots that are stepping on the flag over slavery, you fucking idiots, that's the flag of freedom. That's the flag that freed you. The Confederate flag. Go step on that flag. Anyway, I understand, okay? I understand how Colin Kaepernick, when he put his fucking knee down, alright, and he was trying to, you know, stand up for police brutality. Let me tell you another thing about myself. I'm pro-police. I'm not anti-police, okay? But I'm anti-asshole. And I agree that if a cop is a bad cop, and I've seen some bad cops, and I've had experiences with bad cops, okay? You know, when I was younger, I had a white cop, state trooper, throw me a beating once. I was only about 15 years old. Okay, I got smart ass with him. He grabbed me, brought me around the back of a building, and he fucking beat the shit out of me. Okay, the store. We were a bunch of kids hanging out in front, and I was getting smart ass with the cop. He grabbed me, pulled me in the car, and he made me realize, all right, maybe it was my big mouth that caused it. But when I got arrested too, I had a black cop who was like 6'5", and if you're watching this, you know who you are. I was arrested by Janine Pirro, Judge Janine, her task force, the same Judge Janine that's on Fox News. She ran a task force. She's the one who personally arrested me. Her crew. There was a big black cop there, and he kept smacking me on the side of the head with a gun. Like bang, bang, and I was handcuffed already. And I told him, dude, there's no cause for that. And he goes, why? You afraid of the gun going off? You afraid of the gun going off? I'll blow your fucking brains out now. Make a move. And he told me that. So it doesn't matter. So I'm not I'm not anti-cop at all. I'm actually pro-cops. You can have cops, bro. But when your cop is bad, my opinion on that is, you should fucking do double the time. Okay? If somebody else is supposed to face 3 to 5 years for assault charges, you should be facing 10 years. Double. Okay? Because you broke the trust. The public trusts you. You broke the trust. So I understand Colin Kaepernick's thing. But you don't go and pray. You don't go against the flag to do that. Go Go become a cop and change the ways yourself. Get it. Run for public office and make your speech, make it known like that. Talk about it. Get on TV, go to the news, and come out and say, hey, listen. But when you stand there nailing a flag, what does that have to do with police? What does the American flag have to do with police brutality? That's your statement, right? What does the American flag have to do with police brutality? It has nothing to do with police brutality. It's the wrong way to protest. Now it's become a racist thing. Okay, now it's all about black and white, and it's out of control, bro. This wasn't like this years ago. I'm sorry. I blame Obama. That's my opinion. Okay, I'm not trying to lose fans here or supporters, but it happened under his watch. It didn't happen under, you get this guy Colin Kaepernick's wearing like Che Rivera shirts and fucking, what's his name over there, fucking Fidel Castro shirts, and you're talking about free speech. And you're talking about, you got a terrorist on your fucking shirt. You're promoting it. Dude, get the fuck out of here. You're a mess. You're not doing it the right way, bro. You're not doing it. I actually agree with, if you're, police brutality is bad. And I believe that if you're a cop, if you're a good cop, fuck that blue wall sign shit, bro. Watch what happens when everybody's in trouble. They're all rats. It's just like the mafia. Just like what it says about Sammy the Bull Gravano. Hated fucking rats, right? Meanwhile, he was the biggest rat. Don't kid yourself. Bad cop would drop a dime on you in 2 seconds. So that blue brotherhood shit goes down the fucking tubes. Okay? Bad cop is a bad cop. If a cop gets caught doing a crime, he should face double whatever the average, because he broke your fucking trust. Alright? So I agree with that, but you're not doing shit the right way. When those fucko football players were over there in England, what was it, the Ravens and the Falcons? When they were over there in England, and they do the national anthem, our national anthem, the American national anthem, they all took a knee. Okay? Then, when the English national anthem, God Save the Queen, played, they all stood up and, gave this, stood up and honored it. Do you know what we look like? Do you have any idea how other countries laugh at us? Not because we're taking a knee, because we're disrespecting our own country. Okay? If you were in the mafia, you get whacked for that. When you disrespect your own family like that, if you don't like it, you shouldn't live here. Like I said a million times, make way. You see all these immigrants that want to come here? Get out, let one of them in. You understand? I'm all for, listen, I'm not against immigration, bro. But I'm against paying for them to fucking live here for free. I mean, I think that immigrants should come here, serve in the military, or whatever, or pay taxes, just like I got to do. I shouldn't have to pay taxes so your kids could go to school for free. That's not right. You understand? Or so you get free medical, I got to pay. No, you pay just like everybody else does, and I'm good with it. This is the only country where you get to mock your leader, where you can sit here making fun of him, joke about him, do all that other shit. Other countries, they'd fucking kill you for that. You have the right to not like the president, but you don't have the right to disrespect his office. You have the right. If you don't like this country, then get out. It's just that simple. In no other country, when you fucking disrespect the flag like that, no other country, that's treason. There's some countries, they kill you. Look at that poor kid that got killed for fucking taking a poster off the wall in Korea. And he wasn't even Korean. They ripped out his teeth with pliers and put him back in sideways. They took his eyesight, took his ears, lost everything. Poor kid. It's for treason, bro. You don't have the right to not like the flag of what this country represents. Dude, look, this country's not perfect. But there's no other country on this planet. Everybody wants to come here. So if you don't like it, make room for somebody else. Alright? Make room for somebody else. My girlfriend's Mexican. My children are half black, half white, a little bit American Indian. And, come on. Give me a break. I got gays, transgender, everything, lesbian, all of my family. I don't give a shit. They all sit at this dinner table that I'm sitting talking to you at. And they've all eaten dinner here. Some live here with me, okay? I'm just telling you now. You have the right to not like that. But you don't have the right to take away my right. Let me tell you something about me, my father, my mother, and everything, okay? I grew up in a family where my father, okay, he just passed away. And my mother, my mother died a while ago. But, my parents were very, very different than anybody else's back in the day. My parents were Italian, okay? But they thought differently. Because I grew up in the 60s and the 70s. And my parents I had black kids over the house all the time, all right? So never once, we were originally from the Bronx, all right? But my parents used to, had friends that were gay. We have transgender in my family. Gay in my family. My cousin, I have a cousin that was dating the guy from the Village People, and he died, okay? I'm not going to tell you which guy, but they both died of AIDS, okay? And what I'm trying to tell you is, I have other cousins that are gay, all right? Just transgender, there's lesbian, all in my immediate family, okay? My children are part black. Their mother was black, American Indian, and German. All right, that's them. The American Indian was on the black side of the family. Okay, and if my children are descendants of slaves, their great grandfather was born into slavery. Okay, so I'm just telling you. All right, it's in my family. Let me tell you something about my mother and father. My mother and father were ahead of their time. When I was a kid, you know the black ball that you play pool, you know. You know what I'm talking about? The 8 ball. This kid who was in school called the ball the nigger ball. Alright? Give me a minute here with that. The M word. Alright? He called it that. And I never heard that expression. I didn't even know what that meant. This is, you're talking about, I was young. I was maybe 1968. Okay? I was about 8 years old. Alright? I didn't even know what that meant. That word. It was just a word. And I thought that's what the ball meant. So my father and I were doing something. And anytime this kid would do something cool, like he'd play kickball at school, he'd say the nigger ball wins them all. Meaning the 8 ball goes in. You win. So I remember I repeated that. We were doing something in the backyard of my house. And I repeated that. And my father grabbed me like this and lifted me off the ground. And he said, if I hear you say that word one more time, he said, I'll kick your goddamn ass. Do you understand me? If I ever hear you say that word in front of your mother, you say that word ever again. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell your mother what you just said. Don't you ever say that word. So I could not believe it. I didn't even know what it meant. I had to go inside and my mother had to tell me, listen, that's a very derogatory word. All right? Now, my parents were way ahead of their time. They hated racism. So I never heard my mother or my father ever use that word. I almost got beat for using that word when I didn't even know what it was. Okay? So my parents were way ahead of their time. My parents were way ahead with everything. They had a transgender friend that used to come over the house. I only knew her as an aunt. My parents were very good to everybody. They didn't give a shit. All right? And she was Puerto Rican too. You know, you figure old school Italians like my mother and my father, they were the opposite. All right. Okay? Now, I don't look at anybody. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. All right? I'm Italian and everything, and when I see these mafia guys and all this shit, and I was around a lot of them in person and everything, and I never liked them when I was around them, and, they're assholes. They don't represent every Italian American. Okay? John Gotti did not represent every Italian American. And your biggest enemy is always one of your own. Who kissed Jesus Christ on the cheek and slapped him on the ass? Judas, one of his own guys, okay? When a mafia guy kills another mafia guy, okay? He doesn't go kill some strange guy or whatever. He kills a guy that's in his own family, right? Another Italian killing another Italian. Sammy the Bull, Gravano, hated rats. Meanwhile, he was the biggest rat of all. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is your own enemy is not the other guy. It's not the other race. It's one of your own. Enough of that shit. It's a hot topic. Now you know the way I feel about it. You don't like me, you have the right to disagree with me. All right? It's just my opinion. You have the right to your own opinion. But you can't chastise me or hate me for my opinion. I don't hate you for your opinion. Don't hate me for my opinion. Okay? That's the way we roll. Okay? That's the way it should be in this country. If you don't like things the way they go in this country, get yourself out there, run for office, do something about it. But bashing the flag ain't doing anything. It hasn't fucking fixed anything yet. Colin Kaepernick's been doing it, and people, the few bad cops that are out there are still fucking around. So, Change that law. Make a cop have to face double. Make it automatic jail time. I don't give a shit if he's caught fucking taking a pack of gum out of the store. He should lose his job and he should have automatic jail time for a bad cop. But I don't believe all cops are bad. I'm not one of those. I believe most cops are good. There's bad in everything, bro. There's bad priests. There's bad rabbis. There's bad fucking Muslim clerics. There's bad everything. There's bad in everything. My opinion. My opinion counts, and so does yours. All right, it's Gregg Valentino. Let's go to something a little bit lighter. Just stewing my clams. And kudos, my son is my hero. I just wanted to say that. How many people could say usually it's the other way around? Usually the father's the hero. My son is my hero. Okay, fuckos, here we go. As you all know, my father just passed away a couple weeks ago. I'm at the cemetery, you know, and he's going to be buried. And we're all gathered around, and the priest is there. And my girlfriend's mother, you know, we're all standing where the hole is, and then there's the big pile of dirt. Okay? And my mother's buried down below my father. At the head of where, at the head of this stone is where the priest stands, and, you know, the coffin's back behind where the hole is, and everybody's standing around. My mother-in-law, my girlfriend's mother, walks over, and before the priest starts, you know, the last sermon there, the last words, my mother-in-law looks over there, looks at the dirt, sees, it says my mother's name right on the stone. My father's name's not on there yet, you know what I mean? He's fucking just died. We'll all stand up there. My mother goes right up next to the priest, and she slaps him on the leg, whack, like this. She goes, "Hey." And the priest is like, "Holy shit, this, woman just slapped me on the leg like that." And he turns and he looks at her, and she goes, is that his wife? Is that Paul's wife? Right? And she's pointing to the fucking pile of dirt that they dug out of the hole. My mother's buried down in the hole. My father's grave, my father's, gonna be buried on top of her, his coffin. And the priest looks and sees the pile of dirt. And she's pointing to it like, is that Paul's wife? So the priest looks at her and goes, "No, that's the dirt." We couldn't stop fucking laughing. She thought the pile of dirt that they dug the hole out of, where my mother's down there in the fucking coffin, below, she thought that pile of dirt was my mother. And my girlfriend looks at me and she's like, "Oh no, here we go." My mother would died in 1998. How would that fucking pile still be standing there? She's down in the fucking hole. Holy Christ. How embarrassing. And then she stands here and pulls her fucking pants up to her tits. You know what I mean? Gotta remember, my mother-in-law, she's short. She's Mexican, you know what I mean? She's short. She's about 4'11". She must weigh about fucking 300 pounds, you know? I mean, you gotta see what the fuck she looks like. She looks like an oil barrel with a fucking head on it. She has the face of Andre the Giant. She probably got the same fucking hairy balls he had, too. And big fucking hands like baseball gloves. And she's standing there, and she fucking pulls those fucking pants right up to her fucking big fat tits. We started laughing. You see her ankles and shit. She got white socks on with fucking black shoes. We were dying. We were fucking dying. And my girlfriend's getting pissed, She's getting really fucking pissed. I'm over here. I'm sorry, I'm spitting, It's an Italian thing. New York Italian, anyway. But, so you had to be there. It was fucking crazy, man. It was fucking crazy. We laughed. We started laughing. I mean, I feel bad. My father's going in the hole and shit. And we're laughing. But what am I going to do? I got one look at her. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Bro, that's the missing link. I'm telling you, she is the missing link. She's a fucking Yeti. She looks like something that would survive a nuclear war and shit, a nuclear holocaust. And running around in the fucking woods all fucking mutated and shit. That's what she looks like. Something like that. From like The Hills Have Eyes, or one of them fucking movies, you know what I mean? Where people survive and they're all fucking fucked up. That's what my fucking mother-in-law looks like. My girlfriend, she's fucking skinny. Goddamn, though. She looks nothing like a mother, thank God. I'll tell you something else, alright? Listen. I'm not done yet. So we're at the party. Afterwards, you know, Italians, everybody pretty much. We all have the big, you know, we go to a nice Italian restaurant in honor of my father, and we eat, you know. There's a lot of people there. My father was very well loved, thank God. But, anyway, so we're all there, and I got, you know, cousins, and all my friends are there, and everybody, right? And we, you know, my girlfriend's mother's, you know, talking to everybody, and she's a pain in the ass. So me and my girlfriend, we walk away from her, because she's embarrassing. So, you know, I'm talking to my cousins, and my cousin Gino, right? Eugene, we call him Gino. It's an Italian thing. Anyway. So he's telling me, man, my stomach's been killing me. I gotta take a shit, you know? So I said, go to the bathroom. Anyway, he leaves, and I'm talking with all my boys, right? So, about 10, 15 minutes later, we go in the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, right? And my boys come in, and, you know, I'm washing because I got, you know, tomato sauce and shit on my shirt and everything. And, you know, we piss, and we're all talking, right? You know, we're kind of talking in the bathroom a little bit. All my other friends come in, right? We're talking. And all of a sudden, from the stall, I hear, really fucking loud. And then I hear, you know, and you hear a splash and a clump, clump, like blump, blump, you know what I mean? Like a frog jumping off a rock into the water, you know? Plump, plump, you know? So I'm going, holy Christ, my friend's like, holy shit. And they go, oh, Gino! You know? So I tell him, hey, Gino! You know, are you fucking alive in there? And we hear a grunt. Like this, you know, and then you hear another one. And then plump, plump, right? So my friends are all like, holy Christ, Gino's fucking dying in there, you know what I mean? And we're laughing and we're laughing. Anyway, we're talking, you know, we're talking a little bit about shit. So, you know, we're talking for a couple minutes, you know, and then Elsa starts to stink. We hear the flush, you know? And we're like, oh man, he's getting, you know, now Gino's getting out of the fucking stall, bro. It stinks. I gotta get the fuck out of here, you know? And as we're walking out, the fucking door opens, and it's Gino, my cousin, right? I go, wait a minute, what the fuck, bro? I thought you were in the bathroom taking a shit, you know? And he goes, that's not me. All of a sudden, the stall door opens. It's my fucking mother-in-law. No shit. Hold on. Listen to me. I'm going, oh, what the fuck? What are you doing? It's a men's bathroom. What are you doing in here? And she goes, I had to take a shit. And the lady is cleaning the woman's room, and I couldn't hold it no more, so I had to go. And I'm like, oh my God, that's you in that fucking bathroom? And she goes, what do you want me to do? I cannot hold it. So we're fucking arguing, and then all of a sudden, she throws a fart, and she says, I'm not done, I gotta go back in there. She goes back in the stall, so we get the fuck out of there. So I can tell my girlfriend, I go outside and tell my girlfriend, your mother's shitting in the men's bathroom. She's shitting in the fucking men's bathroom. And my girlfriend gets pissed and goes, I'm gonna kill her. Let me go in there. And she goes storming in the men's bathroom. So I gotta go in there, I gotta grab her out of there. You know, this fucking, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's bad enough your mother's in here. I had to tell her if they're cleaning a woman's bathroom. What are you gonna do? Fucking embarrassing. My friend's like, dude, that's fucking, she's disgusting. Bro, did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit? Dude, you can hear her. She's in there. You hear, oh, like a man, like a fucking grunt and shit. And then plop, plop, like a fucking frog jumping off a lily pad into the water. I told you, your mother's in there dropping Scud missiles and shit. You know what I mean? Holy Christ. You guys don't understand, okay? My mother-in-law, she's the fucking missing link, bro. She's a man anyway. She's taking a shit in the fucking men's bathroom. It's fucking embarrassing. My whole family, they're all from the fucking Bronx all over the place. They're like, holy shit, Is that your mother or who the fuck is that? What the fuck was that going on in there? What the fuck's the matter with your girlfriend's mother? They're all fucking breaking my balls. It was the most embarrassing fucking day. It's my father's thing. But my sister, at least, you know, she got a sense of humor. She laughed. She's like, hey, you know, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? That's... My father would have fucking been laughing. You know what I mean? Because my father was a good-natured guy. He didn't give a shit, you know? But I'm embarrassed. My girlfriend goes storming in the fucking men's bathroom and I had to pull her out of there. Trying to get a mother out of there. Like, let her go. Fuck it. She's a guy anyway. It's an embarrassment. Anyway. I love you guys. Subscribe. Alright? Helps me to do this shit. You don't fucking know. You think these stories are fucking true. You gotta talk to people that know me. Alright? My girlfriend's mother's fucked up, man. Fucked up. It's always an embarrassment. Even in my father's death, it's gotta be embarrassment. Alright, guys. Be good to your girl. Stop fucking around. You're a bunch of momos, but you know I fucking love you momos, okay? Don't be a fuck up. Subscribe. You can also go to my thing, Gregg Valentino, on YouTube. Stop fucking around!
I'm to the gym with Gregg Valentino. I'm going to the club with Gregg Valentino. Who got the biggest arms? Gregg Valentino. Said Gregg Valentino. Gregg Valentino.
Dude, what the fuck? You think girls look at me and go, oh my god, that's hot? They're like, what's wrong?
Say hi to Gregg Valentino. Big biceps, Greg.
Where's Gregg Valentino? His 340-mile-an-hour fastball is a sight to see.
When a man's biceps get so big they look like they're going to explode.
Large arms. Remember that guy? How many think his biceps are bigger than my head?
Holy
I'm
crap.
going to the gym with Gregg Valentino. I'm going to the club.
I've been bodybuilding before most of these pro bodybuilders were even alive.
Valentino. Said Gregg Valentino. Gregg Valentino. I'm going to the gym with Gregg Valentino. I'm going to the club with Gregg Valentino. Who got the biggest arms? Gregg Valentino. Said Gregg Valentino. Gregg Valentino.
Dude, what the fuck?